This series of exhibitions shares the nomenclature elemental and is thematically united by the elements of air, water, earth, and fire, which are references to Whiten's interest in alchemical practices. Elemental Fire is part of a multi-venue series of exhibitions and a collaborative publication celebrating Tim's extensive career. This exhibition asks us to consider and contend with the fractured elements that make up our lives.
Okay, I got it.
It's only fitting that Tim's work be presented once again at the university that he spent 39 years guiding, supporting, and challenging students and faculty alike. His impact continues to be felt far and wide, and it's such an honor to present not only work of Tim's from the past 40 years, but to also present recently produced and singular work that will only exist in this formation for this exhibition.
We never know what we're capable of. And when you have the test and you respond to it properly, sometimes, hey, I can do it. Mm-hmm. It allows you to actually confront another test in a way in which you need to see it fresh and new, and you're given permission to try and find out what's happening here and now. Is it different than before? Yeah, it's different, but how are you going to do it?
Mm-hmm. We started talking about risk, something that's been at the forefront in terms of Tim's practice is thinking through risk, and there's always a risk that's involved. There's always an element where you have to kind of challenge yourself in a way that feels like you could potentially lose everything. And if you potentially do make that kind of decision, that there's often a payoff it can be emotional, mental, like a psychological, internal shifting that happens. That was the starting ground for this exhibition, was thinking through Tim's work. There was some sort of challenge that played out in a way that felt risky, but also exciting, and that would pose a question to an audience. I thought that was perfectly aligned with the idea or the concept of fire, that there was this element that, can represent kind of danger, but at the same time can also be something that is warming, like that is supportive of many different aspects of life. Our friendship was kind of developed because I was asked to join this group of curators to do these exhibitions around Tim's practice. It's nice when you're in the space to think about how a viewer who may not know anything about Tim, like how are they going to respond to these works? Almost every work is a proposition to a viewer. Every single work has kind of a question that's being proposed. If you spend time with them, they're incredible because almost every one of them has a transformative quality within them. It's like a puzzle. There's this way that it's asking you to reflect on yourself.